I'll give you guys a story. I was at this place. Right? And I'm sitting there waiting on my food. And then I noticed a chick just wandering around. It's a restaurant during the daytime. It wasn't like she was working at another place that's connected to that place. But I guess she saw me. So she's just wandering by the bar, not ordering anything, but I guess she knows the staff because she works there, but just wandering. So you guys know I'm a choosing signal guy. So I pick up on the environment. So I'm like, okay, she's just walking around service, not doing shit. Let me see. Let me watch this. So she takes a glance over. Okay, I saw that. And she glanced again. So I waved. She waves back and she smiles. I'm like, okay, now I know I got this one. I'm wearing gym clothes though. But the pre-workout got your boy looking so good. I think that's what it was, right? So I'm playing with her because I know that she's already interested. She's got high interest. And then she starts talking to the bartender and they both look. I'm like, yeah, she want me to holler at her. So this is not a cold approach. I got up and I went and approached her, asked her what her name was, told her, hey, I saw you. You know, I saw you. We made eye contact a couple times and I exchanged numbers with her, right? I go sit back down. My food comes. She's sitting right there, like maybe 50 feet away. The entire time, I'm sitting there eating the food. She's sitting there texting me and she's sending me all these kissy faces and all this stuff that she likes about me. And thank you for coming to come talk to me and all. And I'm like, you just don't know how much that means, even though it's just little shit. Even you just don't know how much it means to hear this, to just be saying you guys might know by now, I love flirting. So this little flirting back and forth, I'm like, oh, I'm very interested in her now because she's got some conversation. So we're setting up a date through the text. I'm like, okay, yeah. So what you doing later on today? Let's meet up later on today so I can we can get to know each other a little better. And so we set up a time and then she waves and she speaks again. And then this time she comes and sits by me and she sat in such a feminine way. It was so pleasant. Most of y'all would have thought she got some sort of motive or she about to rob me, but that's not what it was. What she did was she sat, it was a couch I was sitting on. She sat on the couch and she crossed her legs like this and she leaned back and she did her face like this. I was like, God damn, do you see how she looking at me? So I'm interrupting today's program to tell you guys about today's video sponsor. Now, if you have a woman that's sitting across from you and she's looking at you in that exciting way I just described, Bluechew, this is an amazing company that you need to check out. Bluechew is a chewable tablet that treats erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction, for example, is performance anxiety or the ability to not last or through the entire duration of sex. Right now, Bluechew is the only place where you can get chewable tablets for the ingredients sildenafil, vardenafil, and tadalafil. These ingredients help men get stronger, harder, and longer lasting erections during sexual activity. Another benefit to Bluechew is that it is created in the United States. It is a USA made product. Now, Bluechew has created a product that has all the same active ingredients that Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra have. Bluechew sells these ingredients in a chewable form at a fraction of the cost. Now, this chewable tablet that Bluechew has created has the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra. The only difference is they have different active windows of performance. The goal at Bluechew is to build confidence in the bedroom and to improve and create happy relationships in between you and your partner. So that's why if you have a woman that's sitting right across from you and she's looking at you like this, you want to be able to have that confidence to be ready to take her home and not worry about any other thing. So in case if you're still unsure about Bluechew, they have 24/7 medical support. The entire process is confidential. If you click this link in the description below, nobody will know, not even Austin Holloman. They also provide a free online consultation. And of course, they will give you a prescription for tadalafil, vardenafil, or sildenafil. So if you want to build your confidence in the bedroom today and you want to build happy, healthy relationships between you and your partner, click the link in the description and sign up and get a consultation with Bluechew now and see if it's right for you. Thank you, Bluechew, for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back into it. The word is love. I'm getting some love right off the rip. Who don't want love? When you get a chick that sit across from you like that, that make you want to take her right back to the house and just watch a movie on the couch and eat popcorn together and just hold her face this close to yours. That's what it feels like. But when you don't do that, I just want to smash and pass. That's what it feels like, right?
Yeah.
Or smash a couple times, then pass.
Netflix and chill, man. Netflix and chill.
So for every woman that doesn't get that, you should take notes. Now let's read a couple of these super chats before we get back into this show. Osama says 1 out of 10. How are the women looking in overweight rate? So let me tell y'all something. I haven't been with any Ukrainians, but they're out here. You know they're out here because they got them big, sexy. It almost looks like they got plastic surgery. They'll have a white face and big pink lips. It is so fucking sexy. And those are like a 9 and up, if you ask me. But they're beautiful in the face. A lot of them have blue eyes. Not a lot. There's a few with blue eyes. But even the black hair looks good on them. And they're not all stereotypical white girl look. A lot of them do have some weight on them. Now, it ain't gonna be Africa weight. Africa is its own thing. But you can find what you are looking for here. If you are like me and you like that the thighs and the full body, like that one I just told you that I met at that little restaurant, she had a full body. Overweight, literally, I probably see 2 to 3 overweight chicks. How many overweight chicks would you say you see per day? Maybe 2 or 3 a day, or
Yeah, it's very few, probably like a couple.
It's like you're gonna see no more than 3 overweight chicks per day. Like if she's 5 foot, she's not gonna be usually no more than like 130 pounds. It's rare that I weigh like 175. It's rare that you'll see a chick 175 and 5 foot here. It's just rare. But no fat shaming. Nothing's wrong being fat. I mean, I'm being politically correct right now. The next one, Chosen, says, "You're doing great things. Makes me happy. I'm stuck in the Philippines, miserable. I need to be in Europe with the sweet white." Yes, you do. And it's wintertime here. Well, it's fall, but it feels like fucking winter. So it'd be great to just come here and get you somebody that's going to sit on the other side of the couch and look at you like this and smile. Actually, at one point, she ended up putting both her hands on her face like this. Oh, my mouth just watered. My mouth, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I hadn't seen that since I was in Brazil. You guys know, the girls that you guys have seen on my channel back to back long term have never looked at me like this. And it's not because they're white and I'm black. I've had black women in Brazil look at me like that. I don't know what the correlation is, but whatever correlation it is, you guys got to figure it out. For the super chat, Enlightened Man says, "It's hard to go back after tasting that sweet white nectar. Enjoy those snow cakes, young brothers." I remember you. You sent a last super chat saying, "Enjoy those fine, those beautiful white women." I will agree with you. They are beautiful and they are very great to be around. Very great. Thank you for the super chat. It's hard to go back. So I've always said, I could never marry anything but a black woman. But after she was looking at me like this and the way how she was talking to me and just entertaining, I said, I think I could do it. I think I could marry a white girl. So the European women in Eastern Europe are none like no other. They're none like no other. I seen your Texas Santos. You say your brother's in the chat. They're none like no other. The white women in the States have had not anymore because they got some ass on them now. I'm not gonna lie to you. But white women in the States have had the stereotype. Have you noticed that white women got fined?
Yeah.
In the States, they've had the stereotype that they have an iron board for an ass, right? That's not really true anymore. I mean, you may see that. But here, honestly, that's more on the rare side. I mean, you could see that, but you still see petite. They have a nice shape. They're in the gym. So that's okay. In between Africa, Asia, South America, Europe, I've only been to one country in Europe, as you guys know. But in Africa, seeing women in the gym was a damn blessing. But you guys know the African women don't need to go to the gym. So we'll let them slide. In Asia, they were there. But it's like, in Brazil, it's more women in the gym than it is men. If you want to pick up women in Brazil, you could just hang out at the damn gym for 8 hours. Not even that long, but you could be up there all day. But they have fit bodies out here and they eat healthy and they wash their hair. I had to throw that last one. They wash their hair. I'm telling y'all, do not come out here worrying about, they might not be right. You'll be surprised. It's not Africa now. It's not Africa. It's not South America either, because they got some bangers out there. And it's not like Thailand either, right? It's not like Thailand. It's above Thailand when it comes to that, above Asia, I should say. And it's a step below Africa when it comes to the weight, the healthy weight. You know what I mean? Yeah, they wash their hair. They wash it. Somebody said facts, not smelling like a wet dog. Yeah, they take good care of themselves. Now, the next point is that they're just different. And that's what you need to know. They're just different. Europe is a must go to for anyone. And I'm talking about men. Anyone. If you're black, you will love it. I love it. I'm black. Look at me. If you're white, you'll love it. But here, being black, even the Legion of Men said this. You stand out, so you have a extra attractive level plus that you get brought. It's an exotic factor. Now, on the flip side, whenever white people go to Africa, it's not really the same thing. It's when I seen white women in Africa, and that's kind of why I was kind of hesitant to come here at first. Because when I saw white women in Africa, I was like, this. But those are different. They're from the Western side. We're on the East side. The East is different than the West. I think the former Soviet Union might have did something to them. You think so?
Maybe.
I think it was something. Maybe it was some of the Soviet Union. It might have been that. It's not the color. It's the culture. Absolutely. And you'll begin to forget. Yes, if I do go back to the States and date, which that'll never happen, I will be more open-minded than ever. This year has taught me everything I need to know. See, I don't need to go back to Latin America to deal with them if I was in the States. I've been hip to, I'm from Texas. I've been hip to them for a while. I was not so hip to the white. I was not so hip to the African. I was just hip to the regular black American, but the African is something different. I was not hip to the Asian. The Asian is something different. But everybody acts different outside of their home country. Just remember that note. Now, the last point that I want to make about this topic. I already told you guys not to use Airbnb. But just know if you've been to Nairobi, Kenya, this city is nowhere near as busy as Nairobi, Kenya. I believe Nairobi has about 5 million people. Thailand has like damn near 10 million people, something like that. This place has almost 2 million people. So if you find somebody, which I don't think it'd be hard to find based off all the stories I heard and my experience, if you find somebody that sits on the couch next to you like this, you hold on to it because there's not as many women to go around. They're here. There's plenty of them here, but it's not in absolute abundance like it would be in Nairobi, Kenya, or maybe somewhere like Johannesburg, South Africa. Now, they do love cigarettes out here. Now, I will say, I've noticed in Eastern Europe, they do smoke. You guys thought I smoked cigars. It seems like 95% of people out here smoke cigarettes or cigars. So if you will bump into a lot of women that do smoke cigarettes. Let's throw that out there. Not all of them, because the one I was just talking about with the whole story time, she doesn't smoke cigarettes. But you will bump into ones that do smoke cigarettes. So you can either deal with that or not. But I'm just giving you the real truth before you get here. A lot of people, look it up. Look at my next vlog. Look at how many people I walk past that smoke cigarettes. A lot of people. It's like as many people drink in the United States, that many people smoke cigarettes.